Welcome to another episode of Learn with Dr. Mike. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about first-time buyers. We've seen an influx of young people that are buying properties these days, and being a first-time buyer, there's so much that you don't know about buying a property, and then they ask so many questions. So we're doing this video to walk you through the process of acquiring property for the first time. The first thing is interest. You must actually be interested in buying a property. I mean, this is the reason why you're watching this video. So in interest, it should cover the reason why you want to buy the property. Why are you buying? Do you want to buy for land banking, or do you want to buy because you want to build immediately? So your interest should cover why you want to buy a property. So here is your why. The next thing is the budget. You must always know what you're working with all the time, and you must understand that the budget is correlated to your why. If you're looking for a property for land banking, for instance, obviously it will be less expensive when as compared to if you're looking for a property that you want to build on immediately. Your budget should also correlate with reality, because if you don't understand this, you can get cheated. Like for instance, somebody can tell you you can buy a 150 square meters of land in Guzapi, Maine for 20 million naira. I mean, you can see that does not even really make sense. So this is why you need a professional realtor, right? So this is where a professional realtor comes in, because you tell the person your budget and you tell them your why, your reason, so they can curate a particular property that will fit your needs, and then also walk you through the process of actually acquiring the best property for you. So many people would want to jump this process of getting the realtor, and then they see themselves getting cheated or underpaying for a property and finding out that somebody else has paid for that property, or several mishaps that has happened in the real estate sector is just because you did not work with a professional realtor. So when your realtor has shown you everything you need to know about your property, the next thing is to go for an inspection. While you're going for an inspection is actually very important. So many people say, oh, I don't need to go for an inspection, I trust it, all those things, they are wonderful. It's good to trust somebody, right? But then it's perfect when you go for an inspection, because you need to see what you're buying. If you're not within the vicinity, you can opt for virtual tours or even send a relative to see that property for you. So while on inspection, what are you looking out for? If you're buying a plot of land, like just land, right, you should be looking at the connecting road from the main road to the property. Is it tarred or is not tarred? Is the property already fenced? Is there a gatehouse? Is there construction ongoing on the property immediately? Has it been cleared? Are the things that will determine how fast development is going to come to that place. When you've done your inspection and you're satisfied with what you've seen, the next thing is the documentation. So documentation is another very vital part of the real estate process. We recommend that you buy FCDA properties in Abuja, but this is a discussion for another day. So you will find out if it's R of O or C of O. This is where you're going to find this. You can check for these documents at Abuja Geographical Information System, AGIS. So you can get most likely a legal person to actually go for your documentation to be sure that the property is properly registered at this place. When this is done, you can now go ahead to purchase the property. I will advise that most times you go to the office of the person that you want to buy from and make the purchase in the person's office, and don't ever pay money into somebody's personal account. If you're buying a real estate property, always pay to the company's account. It is very, very important. The next thing is the handover. So handover is basically the company handing over the documents to you, right? If it's in Abuja, you're obviously going to expect allocation paper, receipt of payment, duly signed, duly dated. If it's in Enugu, you're obviously going to expect deed of assignment, power of attorney, allocation paper, depending on the property. All the documents are always dependent on the property you're buying, which you will find out here, right? So once you get your documents, to an extent you have secured that particular property. After getting your documents, the next thing is physical allocation. What does physical allocation mean? Usually the surveyor that does this shows you the exact plot that is yours with beacons on it, so you can secure it. It's now fully yours. Development involves putting a fence around your property, building a house, if it's for commercial purpose, building the mall or the supermarket, or whatever it is that you want to do with the property. There are also some fees that you need to pay for development. I will discuss that in the next episode. So these are all the things that you need to know while buying a property in Nigeria, most especially an estate property in Nigeria. Remember, it is Dr. Odokoro Michael, your favorite real estate consultant here at Moontech Real Estate.